Okay, the real estate numbers are in for July. I have nothing but good news for you. I'm going to really focus on the Nobleton market, but first let's talk a little bit about the GTA as a whole. When we look at the Market Watch report that the Toronto Real Estate Board produces, and this focuses on what happened in July this year versus what happened July last year, and this is for all the GTA, sales are up 24.3%. That's a substantial increase over the amount of properties being sold last year. So we're up 24%, and prices are up overall 3.2%. Good news. So if you bought a property in general across the GTA, prices went up year over year. When we look a little bit closer at all of the GTA month to month, sales actually dropped a little bit over the last couple of months, but this doesn't concern me too much because the May price was a 24-month high. So to come down a little bit from May is not the end of the world. We're still sitting at high prices. And when we compare last year, like I said, we're up 3.2% from last year's prices. Looking at the Nobleton market, and what I'm doing is I'm just looking at detached homes, just because there aren't very many towns and semis, so I'm just focusing on the detached properties here. When we look at month over month, June to July, prices went up. Prices went up by a lot, by 18.7%. This is all detached homes sold across the Nobleton area. Now, 18.7, that's a huge number. But when we look at the June average price, this was a low price, so a low over the last 12 months. So for it to go up would be normal, just because, you know, going lower and lower would mean the prices are getting lower still. So June was a low in the 12-month cycle. We went up in July, which is also great news. Sales went up from 3 detached homes sold to 7. When we compare July this year to July last year, how have things changed? Well, sales are virtually the same, but prices have been up over last year by 14.8%. That's great news. So if you bought a home, a detached home in Nobleton 12 months ago, there's a good chance your price went up about 14%. Now, when we look at the trend for last year, June was a low, and then prices went up, and in September we hit a high. Well, June were low, and we've gone up in July, just like happened last year. Will prices go up August and September? Well, we're going to have to wait and see, but right now this is the pattern that we're on. Keeping in line with Nobleton, and there's something I do that I don't see anyone else doing, but to me, if I'm looking at the Nobleton market and I'm looking at prices, or I live in Nobleton, this map is something that makes a lot of sense to me. And I happen to live in Nobleton, so that's kind of why I put this up. To me, in the town of Nobleton, there are 6 distinct areas right here. Different home types in each of the areas, and I've mapped out here in each of the area. This is the new subdivision here, the top right. This is where Park Heights Trail is, and Bluff Trail, and so forth. This is one of the newer subdivision, but the newest subdivision here is at the bottom left part of the map here. And I've listed what has sold in July and the average price, and I've listed for detached home what is sold for the year so far for 2019 and average prices. And it's a great tool if you're trying to get an idea of what's going on in the Nobleton market, what are prices maybe in the neighborhood you live in, or if you're looking to buy in that neighborhood. Now, keep in mind these are average prices. If you're looking to buy or you're looking to sell, your particular home type, your model, the style of the home, the lot size, all that makes a difference. This is just a guide. If you're looking for the whole report that I put together, go to nobletonrealestateinsider.com. You could download it there. I hope you found this information useful. I hope you know a little bit more now about the Nobleton market than you did before you watched this video. My name is Santo Sessa. I'm with RE/MAX Premier. I put this report together because one, I'm looking for the information as a realtor myself, and a lot of people are asking me for the information. So if this is something that you enjoy listening to, you enjoy watching, you use the data for whatever reason you might use it to, the absolute best thing you could do for me to encourage me to continue on is to either like us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm not sure where you're watching this, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you're watching this, just like us, follow us. That's all the encouragement we need. Again, I'm Santo Sessa with RE/MAX Premier. Have a great day.